Okay, everybody, I got another good one for you today. Check it out. My low-tech intro. Alright, there you go. Today, we are gonna do something maybe we've done once or twice before. We're gonna do it again. This is how we roll over here at Hobby Pros. Joe over here at Hobby Pros. We're gonna make a video. We're gonna try and zoom in on this a little bit. I did this before, but I want to really show exactly how it works. And let me see if I can't get closer to it. We're gonna show you how to mix this epoxy. I did it before, but I didn't think it came out real good as far as the video went. And I really want you to see how I do this, because it is actually very simple, but people don't understand how it works. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more, because I really want it to show in the cup. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I have epoxies in two parts. So you may not see it, but there's an air bubble in there. We want the air bubbles to go away. There's one on each side, and they're going to the, I guess you'd call it the top of the bottle. So when I squeeze each of these, one's kind of yellow, one's kind of clear. And I can kind of tell once it starts going that there will be kind of a line down the middle, and it makes it even. And I don't need this much epoxy for what I'm about to do, but I'm trying to make the video that shows how to do it. So, and if you look, there's a line. Where's my chopstick, so I can be like Stewie. There's a little line pretty much right down the middle of the cup. So there's 50% of the epoxy on this side and 50% on that side. And it doesn't have to be freaking perfect, because one of these is actually the hardener and this is the epoxy. So I mean, you get a little more hardener, it'll dry a little faster. You get a little less hardener, it'll dry a little slower. But you don't want it to be way off. You want it to be freaking close. So here we have an epoxy brush, and we'll mix this up. And you got to mix it good. You can't just kind of half-ass it. So we'll mix that up real good. And this is way too much epoxy for what I'm about to do here today. But I'm trying to educate you guys, you know. Anybody that doesn't know, doesn't know. And actually, I got something else really cool going on over here. My man, Sammy says it's time to jam. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to jam a little bit. We're going to mix this epoxy up. 30-minute Bob Smith epoxy. And we're working on the SkyHunter still, so it's probably gonna freaking jam out here in a minute. So we're gonna deal with that. So the project of the day is, besides showing you guys how to mix epoxy, is I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. And we're going to pull back a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're working on the SkyHunter wing. And there are several carbon fiber reinforcements that go into the SkyHunter wing. There's a square, it's actually it's a square kind of tube that goes in the bottom side of the wing. There's a couple that go on the top that are like flat slots. We're going to do the square one today because I've already prepped it. So you probably can't see it in shot, but it's actually a square, solid carbon rod. So what we're going to do is And I've already prepped all of this. I got the tape laid down, and you'll realize why I did that here in a minute. And I've already sanded the carbon rod. We've got to sand it and rough it up a little bit. Otherwise, carbon doesn't stick unless you sand it. I mean, it would stick, but you could probably just poke it right out if you had to. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. Let me see if we're in shot here. As we make Joe's famous videos. So, take this epoxy brush. Because I got the tape on there, I can be kind of willy-nilly with it. It doesn't matter. As soon as I lay the carbon right in there, we can just pull the tape up. So I can be kind of sloppy about it. We're going to lay a good bead of epoxy in there. I sanded that too, there where the styrofoam's at. So it's got a little bite on the foam in there. And sanded this square carbon rod. And it really doesn't take much to hold this down. It's a thin coat. You don't have to load it up because it's just going to ooze out. And the backlash of it oozing out is it'll push it back out of the hole. So we'll lay this in there. And it's kind of weird when I was laying the tape down, I'm like, man, why is this hole so big? I thought it was a flat carbon rod. And I'll use this skewer to put glue on the top of it as well. It's like a place a little bit. That's alright though. And I need something like a credit card or, it'll be alright. I mean, it's that simple. The tricks are the tape. That way I can be kind of willy-nilly about it. I'm getting this rod down in there. And we'll find out. So, I mean, that's it. That's the carbon rod laid down in there. And what I'm going to do here in about a second. See now I spread the glue everywhere. It's all good. Putting the glue down in that slot. Is it in shot? I'm going to go ahead and pull this right now because I don't want to pull it when it's dry. I want to pull it when it's wet. Everything that's down in there will stay there. And there's no like excess glue on the wing. And if you're an idiot, I could call you something. I could call you Jeff. My name is Jeff. This way, I don't have an excess glue. That's going to sit in there. It's going to be beautiful. There's no excess glue. There's a little shine. You can tell the glue's there, but it's not on the wing itself. It's not on the foam. That's going to dry and be freaking awesome. I mean, seriously, freaking awesome. And I'll do it on the other wing, the other wing half. And then there's two more on the bottom that are like, I don't know if I can grab the right one this time because I got 5 or 6 of these things laying around, but there's these other ones that are kind of like flat, and they fit into like these really thin slots. I might grab the right one. It fits right in there. It's just a flat piece of carbon, and we will do the exact same process. Although I might use a toothpick to lay it in there because it's such a thin slot. This one is kind of a big slot. So it was easier to do with the epoxy brush. And what I really do right now is something else to do, which is actually I'm going to do the other wing because I already got it all masked up and taped and ready to go. So I'm going to cut this off. There's no point in showing it to you twice. And while I'm sitting here for the next 20 or 30 minutes, I will make sure it's seated until it dries all the way. Anyway, hey man, that's all I got. It's a wrap, man. See you later. Bye. Joe over here at Power Pros. Enjoy. Hope you like this video. Bye-bye.